Good morning, love bugs. It's vlog day. Okay, guys, I am about to pump this video out to you guys real quick. Why does that sound dirty? Pump, pop. I'm about to put this video out to you guys real quick. I don't know what to say, but it's been a really long day. It is late, so I'm sorry if it seems just a tad bit dark right now. It is late. It's had a long day, and tomorrow is Christmas, so I promised you guys a video, so I'm going to do a video. First thing up, I know I said that if I didn't update my word count to like 30,000 or some odd words for you guys to yell at me, but don't yell at me, please. Okay, so the reason why my word count isn't at that point is because I'm scrapping the writing that I did. I know I probably shouldn't do it, but I have to get rid of it. I took too much time away from it, and it's kind of hard for me to do that and jump right back in if it's not something that is completed and then I'm reading it through to like fix anything that I want to fix or change what I want to change. No, this is like smack dab like in the middle of it somewhere, and I just stopped writing it. So now I'm having the hardest time getting back into it. So I'm scrapping it and I'm starting from the beginning with you guys. I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks that we can all sit down and write a book together. And I'll just basically take you guys on the journey of me writing this third book. But enough of that and enough of my failure that I had these last couple of months. Let's talk about something fun and exciting, which is my first book and my second book. So if you guys didn't watch my very first video, you should. I'm just saying, I think you should watch it. But if you didn't, I'm going to give you guys just a very quick, I guess, synopsis. I think, maybe, I don't know. But basically, so my first book came right after, well, I started writing it right after I finished school. So let me run it back. I was suffering from some depression as my birthday was approaching. Do not ask me what birthday it was because I will not tell you. Not gonna give my age away, people. But I was approaching my birthday, and I was depressed because I, had all these thoughts about where my life was gonna be, and my life wasn't there. And I got sad, and I got all up in my feelings, up in myself. I was there, and I was a hot mess. I cried about every little thing, like somebody would say, "Isn't the sky so blue today?" And I would bawl crying like somebody just kicked my dog or something. Like, it was the most ridiculous thing ever. I was so depressed, so sad. I didn't really want to deal with anybody. I was just so ready to give up on life. Like, I was so ready for it to all just be over with. And then one day I happened to be on my computer, and I, was going through my emails on Yahoo, just trying to clean all of that stuff up. Because it was a lot. All that junk mail that y'all get, and you don't really be reading it. Yeah, so I was going through and just deleting stuff and whatever. And if anybody uses Yahoo, I don't know if this is important, but sometimes you'll see on Yahoo on the side that they will have advertisement come up. I don't know if it's because of something that you search in your history. I don't know why it pops up. But one day, this advertisement popped up for Full Sail University. Shout out to Full Sail. Woo, woo, woo. So it popped up on the side, and it said, get your bachelor's in fine arts with in the creative writing for entertainment major. And I just had a moment, like euphoria, like a light bulb went off. I don't even know how to describe it, but this was just like, maybe, I moved, to try to pursue acting. That has always been my first passion, since I was like 3 years old. I always told everybody that I was going to be an actress. Everybody's like, oh, she's going to be this big famous actress. Obviously, I wasn't, and I'm not still that actress. I'm sorry, you guys. I just had a moment. But but I've liked writing as well. Writing came a little bit later for me. It was in my teens, but I absolutely love writing. So I saw that advertisement, and I was like, huh, this might be a good idea. Like, I know you don't need. It's not mandatory for you to have a degree in creative writing or any writing of any kind in order to put out a book. It's not mandatory. Although I think it might be mandatory if you're putting out, like, something that you're supposed to be an expert in. It might be mandatory. I don't know. But no, for what I wanted to do, for like fiction writing, writing for film and TV, things like that, I know that it's not mandatory to have a degree. But I always knew that I was not the best writer. I always knew that there definitely could have been some work that I could have been doing. So, and I contacted the school, I talked to an advisor, I did all that great stuff, and then I went to school. And then my grandmother passed away. I'm not trying to bring you guys down. I'm dealing with it. But then my grandmother passed away, and I was ready to give up again. I went back into that soul of mine that gets depressed. Like, I got all up in my feelings. I was questioning what was the meaning of living. What's the point of all of this? I just completely wanted to just throw in the towel and just give up. But I didn't, because I just thought about the fact of how proud of me my grandmother was that I went back to school. Because honestly, I told everybody it just wasn't going to happen. School and me, we don't click. So she was very, very proud of me for going back to school. So I said I was going to finish. I'll finish. This is a passion of mine. We'll see where the road takes me. Everything happens for a reason. Let's see what happens. So I did. I finished. I didn't stop. And then as graduation was approaching and as my final semester and everything was coming up, then they started sending out the job information. Not offers, but like information on who was hiring in the world of writing. And, so I'm applying, and I'm getting nothing. It's like crickets. I don't know what sound crickets make. Let me not embarrass myself. But it was crickets, y'all. So there was like absolutely nothing going on. And if y'all know, it's not just in writing, but it's in any type of job that you try to get, they want experience. Even if this is something like it's a new field, like, y'all know, whenever you try to break into a new field, they want experience. But how can you have experience if it's a new field, and how do you get it if nobody hires you? That whole story. It's just an ongoing thing. And I was really starting to figure out, like, this just not happening. But I don't want to have this degree and not use it. I want to have this degree and working at, I don't know, the dry cleaners that I work at. I guess that's a good example, even though I wasn't working at the dry cleaners at the time. But yeah, so I sat back and I thought, there's a lot of very popular movies and TV shows that are based off of books. And not that I'm putting down writing a book, because I absolutely love the idea of writing a book, because I love reading. And I love how enraptured I get into a book, and I want to be able to do that same thing for somebody else. So I got in my head that maybe I would write some books, and maybe one day I could turn them into movies or TV shows. Me, nobody else. I have a control issue, you guys. Like, I just don't know how to relinquish control on anything. So it would be me if I was to turn something into a movie or a TV show. It would be me. So I got it in my head that I would write these books. So when it came to deciding what my first book was going to be, I decided to use one of the stories that I created while I was in school, which the 5 sisters were born It was under a different title at the time, but I wasn't really, invested in that title so much. So, got rid of it. Yeah, did that one, threw it in the trash, came up with another one. And so my first book is called Power, and it's from the Five Sisters series. And it's about five sisters. I don't know. That's pretty like self-explanatory. It's about five sisters. And it's basically the first book follows these five African American sisters as they go through their daily lives, and they discover that they have powers, and they've got to now use these powers and figure out how to live with them. Now, let me stop y'all right there before anybody says, so your book's like Charmed. No, negative. Let's not do that. If you are a writer, hearing somebody compare your book to something else is going to drive you crazy. Yes, my book has similarities to Charmed. It's about sisters who are witches. Charmed is about sisters who are witches. Yeah. That's the similarity. That's where the similarity stops. My book centers around five sisters who have, they do all have very different powers, but there's more to the story as it goes on, and I can't give it away. You guys got to read the books as I write more. But right now there's just one out. So it's basically, it just follows these sisters, and unlike Charmed deals with demons as far as fictional demons, dragons and vampires and all of that amazing stuff. I'm not putting down Charmed. I absolutely love that show. But the Battle Sisters, which if you read the book, their last name is Battle. The Battle Sisters deals with modern day, everyday demons. You following me? So they deal with, pedophiles and rapists, and that's what they do. They deal with modern day demons. So yeah, basically the first book follows these five sisters, and it definitely centers a lot around the middle sister. But it follows these three sisters as they get their powers, and they've got to figure out how to live with their powers, and they have no dad in their life. Dad has never been around. Their mom has not been around for the last 10 years, and surprisingly, all of this is coming up on the anniversary of the day that they lost their mother. So they really have nobody to guide them through this. There's no book of shadows that they can open up and learn what their powers mean and learn what they're supposed to do with it. They don't, they're not summoning their dead relatives to get some answers about any of this. This is just, they discover that they have these powers. There's some curious sisters, so they start to look into it a little bit more as far as looking into witchcraft and what that means. And so they kind of have to navigate their lives now with these new powers that obviously they're new to them. They can't control them in the beginning. So there's some mishaps that happens, there's, hope this isn't giving anything away, but if it is, spoiler alert, I have no idea. But there's a sister that can, teleport, and she finds herself teleporting at some of the most inconvenient times where she could possibly end up being outed as a witch because of what she could do. There's a sister with super strength that she displays that super strength, and that could be a way of them being outed. But so basically they, they're going about their lives. This book has been sold 16 times. So there's 16 copies out there that people have purchased. Now there's probably about 1,000 copies out there that I just gave away. Now I'm over exaggerating. There's not 1,000, but I've given away so many copies of this book, you guys. And I have about 7 reviews online. Let's just take a moment to acknowledge the fact that there is only 7 reviews online for this book, and so many copies out there. But surprisingly, all of the reviews are actually really good, 4 and 5-star reviews. I think there may be like a 3-star in there somewhere. There might even be a 2-star with no actual review, just they started at a 2. But yeah, so it's being reviewed very well, and I, would beg and ask you guys to purchase it. I will provide all the links below for where you can, go online and purchase that book, because it is still available for sale, and you can pick up a signed copy as well. Moving on. Okay, so on to the second topic for this video. My second topic is about my second book, which, like the first book, is part of a series, but it's not the second book of the Five Sisters. Um, Anybody excited about going, ooh, read one book and then jump to the next? Sorry. I was being very mean, and I stopped that series after one book and moved on to another series. Now, I didn't stop that series permanently. I will pick that back up again. But that, you're going to have to learn why I jumped from one series to the next in a whole other video. I feel like I do that a lot, you know. Send you guys to other videos to watch other things. That's my whole break and everything in another video. But that's for a whole nother video. But that is for another discussion in another book. In another vlog. So, yeah, so you guys are just gonna have to watch the next video to figure out why I did not keep up with the Five Sisters, and you know, the whole process of why I'm writing this next book, or why I wrote this next book. But yeah, so the next book is it's the first book in my urban drama series. So I jumped from a paranormal drama to an urban drama. Why? Just because. So the first book is called One Shot, Two Shots. And the book series is called The Hood Diaries. Now the cover is out there already, so you guys can view that. It's not going to be some big cover review with it. Unfortunately, I released my covers kind of early, and we'll talk about that on another video. But so yeah, so it just follows the lives of 7 friends. They all live in this urban neighborhood. Hence the Hood Diaries. They all live in this urban neighborhood, and it basically just somebody is documenting their life. Somebody is taking things that happened to them, and they've written it down, and now they've released it as a book. So there's this whole thing that's going to happen obviously later on in the series about who's the author and all that great stuff. But yeah, so it's called The Hood Diaries, and it follows you know, some people's lives. And if any of my family is watching this, stop trying to figure out who you are in this book. Please stop. Stop. Just read the book. But stop trying to guess who you are in the book. My family, you guys, can I tell y'all that my family is so obsessed with this Hood Diary series because they are almost 100% positive that I wrote about each and every last one of them in this book. Did I? They're just going to have to read it and find out. I don't know. But they say write what you know. So it's a possibility that I did. We just don't know right now. We don't know, you guys. But that book is actually available on Wattpad to read right now. That I think I have a video scheduled to talk about Wattpad and beta readers and all that great stuff. But I feel like I look like I have bags all under my eyes. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm so sorry I'm getting like off topic. But I am so tired. Like, I could probably go to sleep right now, y'all. Like, I really need to lay down and go to sleep. Like, are my eyes even open, y'all? Because I feel like they're not even open. Like, I'm looking at it. Can y'all even see my eyeballs right now? But I digress. Let me jump back on to topic real quick. So there's a whole video I believe I have scheduled. I don't have my laptop in front of me, so I don't actually know what I have scheduled for this series. But I believe I'm talking about Wattpad versus beta readers. When I tried to get some beta readers for my book, it was hard, y'all. It was so hard. Like, I wasn't really getting any responses, and then the responses that I did get, people weren't really replying back about the chapters, and it was holding me up as I was trying to do this process. So I decided I would publish it on Wattpad during the time of writing it, editing it, and then that would be it. So you guys can definitely, I'll put the link. All links go below, you guys. Everything. I'm dropping them below. I'm dropping links like it's fire. No. Is that right? I don't know. You guys, I'm so tired and I'm so delirious and I'm so sorry that I am rambling on and you guys are just listening to me ramble about God. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I really don't. But I'm going to add the link below and you guys can hop on over to Wattpad and you guys can read One Shot, Two Shots. And you guys, you know, can leave comments on each of the chapters at the end of it on my wall, whatever, telling me what you think of it. And guess what, you guys? Well, actually, I wouldn't recommend it because I'm wiping the whole thing. So just scratch whatever I was about to say. And I'm not deleting this part out. I'm let y'all know all of this rambling that I'm doing is going to be put into this video. So y'all can see just how delirious I am. This is how I get when I don't have no sleep. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if the sky is not blue right now. It's like dark, so it's not actually blue. Y'all, I'm going crazy right now, so I should probably end this video. But as I said, you guys, I really hope that you do check out both of my books. A sample of The Five Sisters is on Wattpad as well. But I do hope that you guys buy it. Links below. Buy a signed copy. I will sign one up for you and ship it out. And you can get the Kindle version. You can get it on paperback from Amazon. You know, you could read the Hood Diaries first book, One Shot, Two Shots, before it is released. It's still being edited right now. My editor tells me that it's coming along smoothly, so I can't wait to get it back from her so I could, you know, go through it and yay or nay to whatever changes she's offering and maybe make some changes of my own that I probably see. You know, actually have not read through that book since I finished writing it. I don't know if that's a good thing. But yeah, so I'm going to switch up how I am doing these videos. That is another note that I wanted to leave with you guys. I have a hard time, like, looking at the lens and then I'm looking over, like, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Moment of silence for my lack of sleep that I'm having right now. But so I think after next week is when I'm going to talk about something next week in episode 5. I think we're gonna be at episode 5. But I'm gonna talk about something in episode 5. And then I didn't even get all gussied up for y'all for this video. I just look a hot fluting mess right now. Just a hot mess. See, this is coming at y'all real live and in color. Well, not live, but y'all know. Y'all get what I'm saying. Anyway, so after next week's video, I'm going to record it a little differently because doing the sitting down in front of the camera and talking to you guys at the end of the week and then trying to do like a quick little edit and then publish it, upload it. I think YouTube calls it publishing. Publish it. It just is not working for me, you guys. This uploading this video takes so freaking long. I don't know if it's by internet or if that's just how YouTube goes. Any of you guys got any videos out there and does it take like all day to load up? Because that's what's going on with me. And I need to get these videos out a lot sooner to you guys, which is probably why I'm recording on Saturday night. I need to get to bed. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing a little bit different. I'm going to actually be doing some daily vlogs, like recording videos, following myself around, talking about, you know, the whole process of writing my book. Because I want to take you guys on a journey. And I think it's less of a journey if I'm just sitting here talking to you guys. Does that make sense? So I actually do want to take, you know, record videos every day of, you know, my process. And it won't be this sitting here in front of the camera in my room with my dirty wall. I need to wash that so bad. I don't even know what that is and where that came from. Child. Yeah, so the videos are going to definitely switch up a little bit, you guys. But I think that's all I have to say because I could ramble, y'all. When I get to talking, it ain't got to be about nothing, especially with me being tired. I'm just going to ramble on all night long, and I'm not going to do that to y'all. So I'm going to let y'all go, and I'm going to let y'all have a good night, and Merry Christmas. Like, again, you guys, make sure, links below, check out my book, Power from the Five Sisters. Check out my book, One Shot, Two Shots from the Hood Diaries. Follow me on Wattpad. Follow me on Amazon. Like this video if you enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I'm tired. I did this for y'all because I am dead tired right now, you guys. But like this video, subscribe if you are not already subscribed. And have a very, very Merry Christmas, you guys. I love you all. I love y'all. Peace. So I got into my head that I forgot what I was talking about.